Hi guys, Yiannis Christodoulou, 2019 European and National Aquathlon Champion in my age group. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the new Polar V2, the tests, the reasons why you should be using these tests in your training. Onto the video, guys. So firstly, welcome to the channel if you haven't been to the channel before, and please subscribe and like my video and drop a comment of anything you would like to see. So onto the video with the Polar V2. So what I'm looking at is 5 key tests here, and I'm just going to explain them and how you can use them to your full max if you've got the watch. How to reach your potential in your training. Now it's important that most people just get a watch and they just track the mileage and stuff, but when you're spending quite a bit of money on a watch, it's important that you know all its functions and use it to its max ability, because not only will it aid in your training, it will help you improve your performance and your training, and therefore you can reach your goals. So there's 5 tests here, and I'm only going to talk about 3 of them briefly. So the first test I'm going to talk about is the orthostatic test, and this tells you if you've recovered and whether if it was a good day's training. So I'm not going to say any more about that, because I'm going to talk about the 3 ones to use for your actual training. So that's a key one to use for your recovery. Now, you can also use the fitness test, which will give you like what your VO2 max is and like a rough estimate and how your fitness is at the moment. So these are tests that are not new to the watch. Now, I'm going to talk about the leg recovery test because that is a new test, and that is good to see with the orthostatic test. But with the leg recovery test, it will tell you whether you're recovered, your legs are recovered. And I think it's a very interesting test. So the way to do this test, because it's one of the new features, is that you press start and you have your hands on your hips and you do a squat jump and then you go back down. And what it does, it measures the distance you have from jumping up and down, so how far you've jumped. Now you have to do this 3 times. Now this tells you whether your legs are recovered and if they're ready to go, like you can do a harder day the following day. So it's good to know they're recovered, but you have to do this regularly. You can't just do it one-off. I think you do 3 tests first throughout the week, and then you need to do it regularly so it knows what you're doing. So that's a good test to know for key recovery tip. And of course, recovery is so important in anyone's training because it's where you make the gains, where you improve, injuries are minimal, and of course you get faster. So the next one we're talking about is the cycling test. So this is key. This is key for your cycling fitness, to see how you can improve your test. That's an FTP test like you would do on the watt bike or on Swift or on your turbo. So an FTP test could be a range of things. So I normally do a 20-minute test, and it's flat out and you see how much power you've got, and that is a key measurement of how to monitor your training. So for example, I'll go through a little brief of my training. So last winter, this time last year, I was back on the bike and I was doing 260 watts average for 20 minutes. So, and then I'd test again a month later and a month later, and you'll see how your training's going. And if the power's going up, then you know you're improving because you're pulling more power and you're getting faster. So this is a key beneficial test for triathletes, for cyclists, duathletes, and it's a very good feature on the watch to have on the watch. So I recommend every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks, or even every 8 weeks, just monitor yourself and for this test and to see how you can improve. Now, the last test, we just scroll down there, is the running test. So very similar. It will tell you how to, so basically it will start off with a warm-up, and then it will tell you to press the start button. It does actually say there how to do it, and it does say it on the cycling test as well. And it tells you when to start. So it'll tell you how fast you should be going and be in the zone, and it will tell you to increase your pace. So this is good. This is good. This will tell you as well, if you're going to do it, it's a good place to do it, maybe on a track or somewhere where you know where you can run loops, and then you can track where you finished last time. And not only can you track your mileage, of course, and your distance, you'll get your VO2 max, and it'll tell you how fit you are. So that is a good beneficial test to have on your in your training, and it is good to regularly test training because to see where you are, because you don't want to go static or go backwards. So these are important tools. So all these tools on here, these tests are very good and can help you improve. Of course, there's no better way than going by feel, but if you have the science behind your training, then you can improve. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it useful. Please subscribe to the channel. Please drop a comment. What do you think about these tests? Have you tried these tests out? Thanks again, guys.
And the champions of this age group category, Henrietta Parasapic and Yiannis Christodoulou. Christodoulou.